There's something about watching a fisherman at work that makes you slow down. Fishing is not rushed. It cannot be rushed. The sea does not respond to impatience. Nature does not move according to human urgency. And maybe that is why standing there beside this fisherman felt so humbling to me.
There's fish, guys.
Today I found myself in a small fishing village in Indonesia, surrounded by water, surrounded by boats, surrounded by people whose lives have been tied to the sea for generations. In a world where so many of us are constantly chasing speed, fishing still asks people to wait, to trust, to return home some days with plenty and other days with almost nothing.
First spot, we keep trying to go like where the good fishing zone, like, 2-3 different spots, and then we see how is the current moving. And if it's too strong, we keep hiding behind, maybe not really easy drift. So the lure should be moved. We follow the current.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And yet, they still go back again in the morning, before the sun rises, before the village fully wakes up, before the noise of the world begins. And there's something deeply beautiful about that kind of determination.
Like if at night we get some fish, like a fresh one for the bait, and then we keep some, then we use for the bait for the next day, morning or afternoon.
And the more time I spend in Indonesia, the more I realize how deeply connected many people still are to nature here. You begin to notice how life moves with rhythm of the environment. The sea feeds people, the land feeds people, the coconut trees provide, the forests provide wood, the rivers provide water.
Yeah, we use this for the bait, for the bottom fishing. This one, fresh fish, the baby mackerel.
Mackerel?
Yeah, we use for the bait. Now we're cutting this.
And somehow, life here teaches you that survival does not always come from excess. It comes from understanding your environment deeply enough to live alongside it. And maybe that is one of the reasons why fishing has survived for thousands and thousands of years. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I am living the life of a fisherman on the island of Lombok. So we just arrived at our first location and we're trying to see if there's something that we can catch here. It's kind of shaky. I feel a bit sick, I think. From the way the boat is moving. So yeah, wish us luck. I hope we catch something here. There's something incredibly grounding about seeing it with your own eyes, watching fishermen prepare their nets, watching them study the water, watching them sit quietly, patiently waiting, because fishing is not only physical work, it is mental work too. It teaches patience in a way many modern lifestyles no longer do. Sometimes hours pass with nothing. Sometimes the sea gives, sometimes it refuses. And yet fishermen continue, not because success is guaranteed, but because persistence itself becomes part of survival. And I think there's a lesson in that, because so much in life now teaches us to expect immediate results, immediate success, immediate money, immediate answers, but nature has never worked that way.
Very smoky.
Liver, red fish, cucumber.
Oh.
Okay. Sometimes you can use for the bait.
There's fish, guys.
Zila.
Oh wow. We need to take a picture. See you together.
The ocean has always demanded patience, and maybe that is why people who spend their lives around nature often carry a different kind of calmness, a different understanding of time. As I stood there watching the fishermen looking into the water, I kept thinking about how lonely this work can sometimes be too, because many people only see the moment the fish arrives on the plate, but they don't always see the silence beforehand, the waiting, the uncertainty, the long hours under the heat, the risk, the exhaustion. And yet despite all that, there is still dignity in this work. There is pride in being able to provide food from the ocean. So guys, we just got back from our fishing trip, and this is the amount of fish we managed to catch today. I was told you have to go a little bit early, which we did not manage to do. And yeah, let's see what we can make out of our catch for today. So what's the name of this fish?
Namanya keladi, ikan keladi.
Ikan keladi. So this is ikan keladi, and then we also managed to catch an octopus and a white sniper.
Timun.
Ikan timun. Okay, so guys, that's what we have. After spending hours out there near the sea, eating freshly prepared fish in their home felt so meaningful. Fresh from the water to the kitchen to the table. And you could taste that freshness immediately. But more than the taste, you could feel the warmth behind it.
Ikan tinta yang ada di dalam kepala gurita supaya tidak hitam. Kemudian kita cuci dengan bersih dan kita rebus setelah air mendidih. Menunggu airnya mendidih, kita bersihkan ikan yang kita dapat mancing hari ini. Disebut ikan timun-timun. Yang ini ikan janggut, dia punya jenggot. Yang ini ikan ladi. Dia kulitnya keras, kita bakar nanti, kemudian kita kupas kulitnya.
And that is something I have noticed so much in Indonesia. People may not have access, but they will still find a way to share what they have. And there is something so powerful about that spirit. The fish was simple but delicious, freshly cooked with spices and ingredients prepared by hand. Nothing overly processed, nothing artificial, just honest food. And maybe that is why meals like this stay in your memory longer, because you're not only tasting flavor, you're tasting environment, you're tasting culture, you're tasting effort, you're tasting the sea itself. And sitting there after everything, watching the fishermen return, watching the boats move slowly across the water, I realized that villages like this carry knowledge that the modern world should never lose. Knowledge about patience, about survival, about community, about living closely with nature instead of constantly fighting against it. And maybe that is why experiences like this affect me so deeply, because they remind me that some of the most meaningful parts of life are still the simplest ones. The ocean, fresh food, hard work, family, community, patience, and the quiet determination to wake up every day and try again. After we caught the fish, after the waiting, after the silence of the ocean, after watching the patience and the determination it takes to pull food from the sea, there was something so fulfilling about finally sitting down and watching the fisherman's wife prepare the meal for us. She prepared some of my favorite dishes, kangkong pleiching, fresh, vibrant, spicy, and full of life. She fried the fish beautifully until it became golden and crispy. Simple food, but deeply satisfying. And maybe that is the beauty of villages like this. It felt wholesome in a way that is difficult to explain unless you experience it yourself. Because by that point, the fish was no longer just food. You had watched people dedicate their entire day to something many of us consume in only a few minutes. And somehow that changes the way you eat. So guys, with me here I have so many flavorful dishes from the Indonesian kitchen, specifically from Lombok. I have a grouper fish, I have tempe fried, it's called manduan, Javanese style. So this is just fried tempe with a flour and onion and all that goodness crust. And then here I have the base, which is a must in Indonesia, always rice. And then I have my octopus curry here, and then I have some plain kangkong. Whoa, let's give this a taste, guys. And as always, we use our hands to eat. Ooh. Okay guys, so I'm gonna just add everything. I have octopus, I have plain kangkong, And I have some ikan bakar here. Big bite. Wow, it's flavorful, it's whole, it's fresh, it's healthy. It's yummy. And I'm gonna take a bite of the fish here, and I'm gonna use some of the plechin sambal plechin, and some rice. That's some good stuff right there. This is real good food. It's packed with flavor. It tastes fresh. It's whole. Honestly, this is what you call real homemade food. This is homemade. I can taste the love. I can taste the intention. I can taste the energy that went into preparing this beautiful dish. And wow, amazing. And just honestly being able to drink fresh young coconut, this is a fulfilled life. This is amazing. This is fresh from the tree, and I get to drink it right here in Indonesia while eating the fish that I just caught from the sea. Tell me something better than that. I'll wait. So honestly, this was like a whole experience for me. First we caught the fish and watched the Ibu there cooking everything for us. It was life-changing, and the vibes here, kids are playing outside there, playing football. We're outside, the sea is just there. Is it the sea or the ocean?
The sea.
The sea is just right there. We're eating outside together. Life is amazing. Honestly, this is slow living. This is what I mean when they say slow living. I went out there in the ocean, we caught our fish. Now I'm here eating the fish we caught. And it tastes so good and fresh. And I'm so grateful that I get to experience something as good as this.
Life here does not only feel overly complicated, it feels slow, intentional, present. And there's something about taking part in experiences like this, about immersing yourself in the everyday lives of people, that slowly transforms you too. It allows you to travel beyond tourism, beyond simply observing a place from the outside. You begin to transcend into another understanding of yourself, a version of yourself that starts to understand the many forms life can take in different parts of the world.
So guys, unfortunately I have to end the video right here because I have to join the rest of my crew here as we enjoy this amazing food that was prepared for us by our amazing Ibu in the back there. And if you guys like videos like this, be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and share this video with somebody you love. And from me and my crew, we say bye bye.
And I think that is what travel is truly supposed to do. Not just show you beautiful places, but reshape the way you see life itself. Because here, life is not rushed. People still sit together, still cook slowly, still work with their hands, still live closely with nature, still understand patience. And maybe that is why moments like this feel so healing. Because modern life often convinces us that everything must move faster. Faster success, faster money, faster living. But here, surrounded by the ocean, surrounded by fishermen, surrounded by simple food made with care, you realize that life does not always need to be complicated to be meaningful. Sometimes the richest moments are also the slowest ones.